Hello and welcome back to Infinifactory. A little bit of a different start this time. That is because we had a system crash, which hasn't happened to me for a long time, so I'm pretty upset about it. But it happened in the middle of this, and the recording software just didn't get anything, really. I mean, it's like maybe 30 seconds it recorded, but not worth saving, so we're just going to start new here. We've obviously got some designs already. I'll say to start, maybe the probably 45 minutes that you guys have missed out on. We have a whale that comes out, and it needs to be put into two separate outputs. And it just so happens that the outer layer of the whale is the white output and the inside is the red output. I originally had it, before I realized that they were different, I thought just the packaging made them different, but no. Before I realized that, I would have him come out and spin, and I had like a little spaghetti fire right here, where it would eviscerate, skip a block, eviscerate, skip a block, and I checkerboarded him, and that was the plan I was working on. Until I got it kind of working, and then I realized, no, the inside is the red bit. So now we have it where he comes out, gets lifted, and really just because we have such limited space, I want to lift him and do the work up here. That system cuts his tail off, and then this system cuts him down into two separate layers. And really what we're looking to do, we're actually really close to the end here. We have another evisceration system breaking them down to this block. And now we really just need like two more evisceration systems. One to do these red blocks and another to do these white blocks. And we are more or less done with this, actually. So, I think what I'm going to do is bring the white blocks to there. And bring the red blocks out here. And we are pretty much done, actually. And I feel pretty bad about this because we're 3 minutes in and I've pretty much solved the puzzle. But unfortunately, I was working on the puzzle for an hour. And you guys just don't get to see it because of a system crash. Alright, so let's go ahead and just right here. How are we actually going to do this? We're getting, no. Okay, let me do that, I think is what I want to do. No. God damn it. Alright, let's see how that works. Whoa. What the hell happened there? Okay, so they drop, which is fine. But he turns like right away. That's not what we want at all. So... Alright, that's what we want. Boom, boom. Yeah, that's beautiful. We're now getting six red blocks out of the top, or no, out of each layer that we're keeping, we're getting the 6 red blocks. So, I mean, at this stage, yeah, the red blocks are more or less done. If there's any problem, it would be the whale. How far out does the whale come? Oh, he doesn't come out at all. No, he's fine. Alright, no, he's fine. So, keep doing this until we get to that point. Nope. One more. And that will be that. Oh, this is a remnant of my old system. I forgot to take out. I had him coming into the building and then getting lifted up and pushed out of the building. That was back during the Spaghetti Vibe version of this. That can all go. We don't need that anymore. And then really we're just doing... sensor there. Push block and push block. Alright, so that's number 1. We want to pretty much build the exact same system over here. Sensor. Nope. Alright, that's cool. Now, okay, let's see how these function. Okay, they're doing that same thing the other ones did, which is going to cause a problem, so let's get rid of that. Okay. And somewhere right in here I need to build it for that fellow. But he needs to be different. Like, he needs to be... built in the center blocks here. Yes, like that. I'm actually thinking... Well, no, they don't really need to fall. Let's just... No. We can just boop. Bring this out here. And again, I'm thinking... Fucking belt's in my way. I can't move. Thinking that's still not in the way of the whale. It's not perfect. And that should do it. Unfortunately, you know, like I said, unfortunately this is a little bit shorter of an episode because of the crash. You know, this should have been, you know, I'm not gonna lie and make myself look good. This should have been well over an hour. Like, I spent a long time working on the spaghettifying system before realizing that the inner meat was different than the outer meat. Once I stopped that, it was pretty streamlined. Like, I knew what I wanted to do. I was having trouble. Like, I was doing the spaghettifying system over here. I had a huge wall built of eviscerators, you know, in a checkerboard pattern. Originally, I built it in a wrong spot, and the whale couldn't spin. So then I put it on conveyors so that it would move 2 spaces back because I didn't want to rebuild it. But then that ended up being a problem, so I rebuilt the thing. And it took me a while. It took me about 30 minutes to get that thing working the way I wanted to. I experimented with pushing the whale through it. Like, that's why I call it the spaghettifying system. I experimented with that. I didn't like it. Then I experimented with bringing him back into it and then pushing him back away from it immediately. And that worked. But then by that point, like, he was sideways right here, and the other whale was getting ready to come out, so I needed to move him out of the way pretty quickly. So I started, you know, that you saw one of the sensors in here. I started bringing lifters in the building, and I was bringing him up, but the building itself was getting in the way, so I needed to lift him, pull him out. And I actually had a little creative thing where he was spaghettified. So let's say this block here was missing. I actually set it up so that there was one single conveyor sticking out right where that block was missing, so that he would come out this way towards the output, and the conveyor would slide into that spot and push him out this way, where he was about to get lifted again. But then I kind of realized, now this isn't going to work at all. And I maybe could have made that system work, but I ended up deciding to give up on it. And, you know, taking what I learned from there, I knew the whale had to get out of the way fast, so I just decided, let's do immediately lift up, and then it was a matter of not having vertical eviscerators, so I couldn't cut him vertically, so I had to cut him, you know, horizontally. And I thought the the best way to start with that was to get rid of the tail. Because if we get rid of the tail, then he's a block that we can handle more easily. And then I was actually starting to build a system that would cut him in half going out this way when the game crashed. It wasn't, the whole system crashed actually. But we got it now. And like I said, I'm disappointed that you didn't get to see the whole process here, but that's unfortunately the way it happened. But I am very happy with the end result. Oh, look! Oh, okay. I thought it didn't get eviscerated. I'm like, wait, well, this isn't right. Man, this is coming out fast. Ooh, boy. The skin's getting there a lot faster, but that's okay. That is okay. I could put a delay on the skin if I wanted it to be even. But let's do the talk through. Let's do the talk through. So the whale comes out. He gets his fin, actually just his fin hits this blower, and that lifts him up. And then again his fin, god damn it, I keep pressing the wrong button. And then again his fin hits this sensor, which shoves him forward. And I like how tight this is. He's right against this conveyor system that I put in. His fin hitting that sensor pushes him forward into another blower. He goes up, hits that sensor, pushes him out here. And then it's evisceration number 1. Takes the tail off. Once he gets to the end of this, he's got belts that turn him. He goes through another evisceration system that cuts out layers 1, 3, and 5. Once he gets to the end of that belt, it turns him again. Another evisceration station, cutting out 2, 4, 6, and 8. And I feel like this is pretty clever, because I never spin the thing, but I turn it in almost a square, so that we can cut it from different angles. So we cut this side down. The red bits just come forward. The skin bits fall down. The red bits now, again, it turns with the belt, and this evisceration station will cut out 1, 3, and 5, so that we have 2 and 4 as individual red meat. And with the 3 that we get, that gives us 6 pieces of red meat. Meanwhile, these go down. Oh, god damn it. These go down, turn sideways into a double eviscerator, which gives us 1, 3, and 4. And again, with a full whale, we get 6. Well, we actually get 12. With a slab, we get 6. With a full whale, we get 12. So we're getting 12 pieces of meat out of each whale. Pretty simple system once it's finished. It's interesting how much faster the skin comes than the meat. But, I mean, we got it working, and cycle score is one of the best in the world. Footprint and block score are pretty low. Like I said, disappointed it's an under 20-minute episode, but it only would have been extra long because I gave up on my original idea and did a new one. But it is what it is. We have to live with this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one.